Today is not like other days. There's something crying in the realm you cannot see, something groaning in a voice only heaven understands. Archangel Michael, who has stood watch over you since the beginning, is trembling, his sword heavy in hand, his voice cracked not with war but with sorrow. For he has shouted and warned and whispered and protected, but you still ignore the signs, the shifts, the divine instructions being poured before your feet. And now, today, the heavens cannot remain quiet. This message must reach you. You are standing at a divine threshold, and if you walk away again, the entire balance surrounding your life will shift in a way that may take years to recover. Archangel Michael is crying loudly, not in weakness, but in a divine alarm that echoes beyond time and into your soul. Don't skip this because someone, a millionaire, one with status and quiet power, someone you've never suspected, has suddenly taken a deep interest in you, not for what you own, but for what you carry. They saw something that no one else did, and now they cannot look away. They are stunned, they are confused, they are spiritually awakened by your light. This is not coincidence. This is not ordinary attention. It's divine intervention. But if you miss this message again, this connection may disappear forever. You've been praying secretly, sometimes silently, sometimes with tears you wiped away before anyone could notice. You've asked God, when will it happen for me? Why is it always others who get seen, chosen, rescued, honored? And God recorded every word, every cry, every disappointment you buried under your strength. And today, God says enough. Now is your turn. But don't ignore me when I'm speaking, because the one who is watching you now is not ordinary. They carry weight in this world, and they are aligned with spiritual shifts they don't even fully understand. But what they saw in you awakened them. You were not looking, you were being yourself. But heaven arranged an encounter, and the impact was loud. Even though you didn't hear it, they did. That's why they are reaching. That's why they're shocked. They saw purity in a world full of shadows. They saw authenticity that money cannot buy. They saw an echo of destiny tied directly to their future. And now they are talking, asking questions, investigating without your knowledge. Do not mistake silence for absence. God is orchestrating movement behind your back. But the angel says, don't delay this understanding. You must be spiritually prepared. Michael has been assigned to protect the path that connects you and this sudden admirer. He's been fighting to keep distractions away. But your doubt has delayed things. Your disbelief has weakened the bridge. And that's why the angel is weeping today, because you keep dismissing these messages as just emotional comfort. But they are divine instructions. A door is being opened, and it won't stay open forever. You need to walk through it. You need to understand that the weight of this attention is not rooted in attraction. It is rooted in assignment. You are the solution to a problem this millionaire has been carrying silently. And God has whispered your name to them without you even knowing. And they were stunned. They searched. They replayed something you said, a small post, a comment, a gesture, something that felt like nothing to you, but everything to them. It wasn't just charisma, it was destiny. And now they are watching closely from behind the scenes, and they are preparing something. But before they reveal themselves, heaven must reveal you to yourself. You must know who you are before someone else tries to tell you, because this is bigger than partnership. This is legacy. This is restoration. This is elevation, but it requires obedience. And too many times you've read messages like this and scrolled past them. Too many times you felt your heart leap only to talk yourself out of it. But today, the angel's tears are not for drama. They are for timing. Time is running out to respond. You've been seen. Your name has been spoken in rooms you haven't entered. The vibration of your purpose is sending waves into lives you've never touched. And this person of wealth, someone you never expected, has had their soul shaken by your presence. They can't explain it, but God can, because God put your name in their heart and they don't know why, but they can't ignore it. This is not about being chosen by a rich person. This is about your identity being confirmed by the very kind of person who once overlooked you. It's about cycles ending, about vindication, about divine reversal. You have been hidden on purpose, but now God is revealing you. Not to the crowd, but to the one who matters. To the one with the resources, the reach, the reason to lift you. But only if you listen, only if you don't skip again, only if you obey what the angel is pushing into your spirit. This is not the time to hesitate. This is not the time to minimize your worth. God has placed a divine spotlight on you, and if you don't walk into it, someone else will fill the space meant for you. This is the final warning before the miracle is moved elsewhere. Do not delay. Do not scroll. Do not dismiss. The angel's tears are not just sorrow. They are pressure. Pressure from heaven to wake you up before it's too late. Pressure to shake you out of your comfort zone. You were not made to be small. You were not designed for shadows. You were born for divine partnership. You were crafted for impact. You were built to be chosen, and now someone sees it. Someone with power, someone who never noticed anyone like you before, but God made them notice. And now they can't stop thinking. They are talking to people about you. They are planning something, a gift, a surprise, a visit, an opportunity, but they are waiting to see how you respond spiritually. Heaven is watching your next move, because if you open your heart now, something major will shift. Something impossible will become real. This isn't a wish. It's a divine transaction waiting to happen. God doesn't need your perfection. God needs your agreement. Say yes in your spirit. Say yes to the path. Say yes to the calling. Say yes to the favor being poured out like never before. Archangel Michael stands in your house spiritually crying, not because he failed, but because you keep questioning your own power. He's tired because every time he protects you, you walk back into danger. But today you must not go backward. You must move into the light. This is your window. This is the divine crack in time that will not open twice. Today is not average. Today is sacred. And what you do now will ripple across months, years, and generations. The person who sees you now is a divine carrier of blessings meant to reach you only if you are ready. Are you ready? Then prove it. Don't scroll. Don't analyze. Don't shrink. Just open your heart and say, God, I believe this is for me. I accept because that acceptance is the door. Your belief is the invitation. And the angel who weeps today will soon be the one who rejoices loudly as your story shifts. God has not forgotten you. Heaven has not abandoned you. In fact, they have been preparing the most shocking turn of events. The one you once admired is now admiring you, and their influence is about to lift you in ways no one will believe. You were hidden for protection, but now it's time to be revealed. And this person, this unexpected millionaire, has seen your soul, not your status, not your money, not your followers, your soul, and it struck them with divine lightning. And they are preparing to act, but only if your soul is awake, only if you don't treat this as fiction, only if you don't delay again. The angel is waiting. The hour is near. Your name is ringing through realms. The wealthy person assigned to your life is now close on the edge of discovery, communication, manifestation, but you must act in faith. You must carry yourself like someone already chosen. You must think like someone already blessed because your behavior will confirm your readiness. Everything is about to change. Your surroundings, your finances, your heart, your peace. But don't expect the change to start outside. It must begin in your spirit. Receive this. Don't run from it. You don't have to beg anymore. You've already been chosen, and someone powerful knows it now. The question is, will you walk in it or will you delay again? Michael can't wait much longer. God has sent this as your final soft warning. You are ready. Accept it now. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Today, this message must reach you immediately. You don't know what's about to unfold, and you don't see the tears of Archangel Michael falling because of how long you've ignored the signs. You don't see the weight heaven is holding on your behalf. You don't know how close your blessing is, yet how fragile your obedience has become. God is crying out to you today, not in anger, but in urgency. Because if you skip this again, you will miss something that has already been placed in motion, something that was meant to change your entire life. A millionaire has taken a sudden interest in you. This isn't a coincidence. They have seen something that was hidden even from you. They were not looking for anyone, but your name was mentioned in a meeting that you weren't present in. It shocked them. Your initials, your energy, your calling, it all came up. And ever since then, they've been watching you silently. What they saw made them pause, and what they felt made them search. Now they are standing at a spiritual door, and heaven is waiting for you to unlock it with one simple act. Open your ears to this message before it's too late. Archangel Michael is not only crying, he is shouting in the spirit realm, begging you to take this seriously. This angel has protected you from so many secret falls you didn't even know were traps. He fought battles for your name. When the enemy tried to soil your reputation, he turned plans of shame into divine interruptions. He covered you in rooms where you were being disgusted, not with favor, but with jealousy and envy. And now, with all that effort, he is shocked that you keep skipping the very messages that are answers to your prayers. You asked for a change. You begged for a breakthrough. You cried in silence, asking heaven to not let this year end the same way. God heard that. And when God answered, he didn't delay, but you did. This is your third time being presented with this divine moment, but hesitation has cost you before. This time the opportunity will not wait forever. God says it will move to another if you close your eyes again. That millionaire has connections that are tied to your next season. They are not just wealthy, they are anointed to bless. And the reason they were shown you is not because of beauty, not because of charm, not even because of talent. They were shown the fire that has not gone out inside you, the one you've tried to hide under disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal, and loss. Heaven showed them that your strength comes from places they can't see, but God can. And they were drawn to that invisible oil. Right now, at this very moment, there is someone trying to reach you, but the enemy is distracting you. Notifications, routine distractions, fear of believing again. All of it is a fog sent to block what was dispatched to change everything. If you let this message pass again, your angel will be silenced, and the voice crying in the spirit for your attention will be pulled back. That is why Michael is crying not because of your failure, but because of your delay. The truth is God already sent the resources. God already sent the person, but the activation is on your obedience, and this message is not random. It was assigned. Even your reading of these words was predicted by heaven. You are not reading this by mistake. There were 1,000 ways you could have ignored this again, but heaven still reached through the cloud of confusion and got this to your screen. Why? Because you are chosen for a moment that is coming at lightning speed. Someone is watching your old videos. Someone is rereading your name. Someone has been up all night with your file in front of them. They can't stop thinking about how they feel pulled to you without even knowing you. This isn't obsession, it's divine pulling. God is placing you in their spirit, but if you do not awaken, if you keep pushing away the whisper of your angel, this person will walk past you and never return. And the clock is ticking. There are some things heaven has kept secret even from you because you were not ready to see them. But now that veil is about to be lifted. The tears of Michael are not for drama. They are for timing because the next 72 hours carry weight. A phone call, a message, an invitation, or a moment of unexpected connection is coming. And when it happens, if you are not spiritually alert, you will not recognize it as divine. You will mistake it for coincidence. You will wave it off as a distraction, and you will miss the miracle because of familiarity. There is someone who once laughed at your dream. They are now researching how they can get closer to you. A person who rejected you is about to regret it deeply because your name is being lifted in circles they can't access. And when they find out how far you are about to go, it will hurt them. Not because you won, but because they realize they never saw your worth. But God did, and God is revealing it now. You've always felt different. Even when you tried to fit in, something in you always rebelled against the ordinary. That wasn't pride. That was the calling. You were designed to stand out, and for a long time you've been hidden, but only because God was protecting you from premature exposure. But now the covering is being lifted and your season of being ignored is over. But it comes with a warning. You must not go back to the people who dismissed you. God is elevating you not to prove them wrong, but to fulfill your purpose. This millionaire who noticed you, they were not sent for romance. They were sent to shift your story. But what starts as business or connection may turn into something deeper. And that's why you must be pure in your discernment. God is giving you wisdom to separate the divine from the deceptive. Not everyone who smiles at you is from heaven, but this one was led. Archangel Michael stood behind you last night while you were sleeping. He whispered your name in heaven's courtroom and pleaded for one more chance to deliver this message. He begged God not to give your assignment to someone else. He interceded with tears in his eyes because he sees your future, and it is beautiful, but it is being delayed by your disbelief. God says you are closer than you think. The breakthrough isn't coming, it's here, but you need to open. You need to stop scrolling past the answers. You need to listen when your spirit jumps at the words, "Don't skip this." Because you're not skipping a video. You're skipping the very seed that births the miracle. And that delay has already cost you some divine appointments. But today is different. Today is urgent. Today is a cry. This is not for everyone. That's why the words say it's just for you, because it really is. Heaven marked this message for your name. If you've read this far, your angel has already activated. Michael is watching now, waiting, hoping, and heaven is aligning details that will make your mind spin in shock. You will wonder how all of this came together so fast, and the answer will be simple: obedience. A person in a high place will mention your name in a conversation before this week ends. That mention will cause a reaction. That reaction will cause a door. That door will not be opened unless you are ready. And readiness doesn't mean perfection. It means awareness. God needs your eyes open, your spirit soft, your heart healed. Not flawless, just willing. Someone has seen your photo. Someone has listened to your voice. They are trying to contact the right person to reach you. You are not invisible anymore. Heaven is putting a light on you, but not to entertain, to fulfill, because your calling is not about applause. It's about assignment. And this connection with the millionaire, it's part of that assignment. It's tied to territory, access, and legacy. That's why this moment matters more than you understand. If you stop now, you will delay the promise. If you open fully, you will be shocked at how quickly God moves. You will hear confirmation before midnight tonight. And even if it's subtle, your spirit will recognize it. Pay attention to the unusual. Expect a divine interruption. Look out for signs in names, numbers, and phrases. A repeated word, a voice from the past, a dream that stirs your spirit. It's all connected. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. I didn't believe it either until this happened. At first, I thought it was nonsense. A sacred sound that takes just 7 minutes to play in the morning. Yeah, okay. But I tried it anyway. Day 1, I felt lighter, like something shifted. Day 2, found $80 in an old birthday card. Day 3, an old friend repaid a loan I forgot about. It doesn't involve journaling, chanting, or vision boards. Just press play and let the sound do its thing. It's ancient, it's mysterious, and honestly, it works. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here to start your own money miracle. You've got nothing to lose, except the opportunity if you wait too long. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Don't dismiss anything this week. It's all heaven coded. Archangel Michael is no longer crying. He is watching because he knows you've been reached. And now the rest is on you. This is your moment. It's just for you. God says, open now. Today, Archangel Michael is crying loudly, louder than thunder, louder than the storms you've silently survived, because you have delayed opening what was never meant to wait. His tears are falling like fire, not of punishment, but of heartbreak, because you have ignored the one message that could turn everything around. You have treated sacred whispers like background noise, and now heaven has had enough silence. The clock that ticks above your name is not made of hours, but of divine instruction, and you've skipped the sound of it far too long. There is a millionaire whose soul has been shaken, whose path has been redirected by my hands, whose eyes have opened suddenly to a truth only I could reveal. When they saw what I showed them about you, their hearts stopped, not in fear, not in confusion, but in awe. They were shocked, not because of your status, your fame, or your accomplishments, but because I unveiled your spirit, the one you've tried so long to dim. They saw what others refused to see. And in that moment, I whispered your name into the deepest part of their being. Don't try to run from this. You have tried to escape the weight of this blessing because of past wounds. You've convinced yourself that attention must always come with manipulation. You think interest must always mean someone is coming to take, to break, to betray. But I'm not sending another lesson. I'm sending recognition. I'm sending fulfillment. I'm sending justice for the years of being overlooked while others were celebrated with stolen crowns that belong to you. You are not in this message by accident. Don't try to skip what was tailor-written by heaven with your soul's print on every line. Archangel Michael was sent to guard you, but today he cries because he cannot force you to listen. He cries because your miracle is right in front of you, and yet you hesitate like you're unworthy. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. The millionaire who saw your light didn't ask me for gold, didn't ask me for power. They asked me for the one thing I have protected the longest, you. And I hesitated before I said yes, because your heart has already been through hell. But then I saw how you've survived without becoming bitter. You've cried without losing faith. You've walked alone without losing direction. So I said, yes, but you must listen. This person, this one whose soul now carries your name in secret, was not looking. But when I revealed your spirit to them, I did not show your face. I showed your prayers. I showed your tears at midnight. I showed your heart when it was betrayed but chose forgiveness. And they trembled. They saw more than beauty. They saw destiny. That's why they're shocked. That's why they are suddenly pulled to you like gravity, like prophecy. They don't even understand why yet, but you will. If only you open this with reverence. If only you believe that this message isn't another story, it's a door. I have waited for this day to reach you, Do not treat this as random. You are not randomly loved by heaven. You are divinely marked. And that's why there's been so much chaos, because the enemy tried to make you skip this. The enemy planted distractions, betrayals, false promises, delayed messages, all to make you miss what was always meant for you. But here it is, unfiltered, undeniable. Today, the cry of an angel, the gaze of a millionaire, and the voice of your God come together as one call. Don't skip this. You will not understand everything today. That's not required. But obedience is, faith is. Read this line not with your eyes, but with your soul. They are coming for you not to take, but to bless. I have turned their wealth into your safety, their influence into your protection, their platform into your sanctuary. But you must prepare. I did not make you survive this long just to see you fold under the weight of disbelief. You don't need more confirmation. This is the confirmation. This is the instruction. The angel has spoken. The one who is coming is real, and this is not a mistake. When they first felt the pull toward you, they resisted. They thought it was delusion. But when they tried to sleep, they heard your name in dreams. When they tried to run, they saw your face in strangers. When they tried to forget, I sent signs they couldn't erase. And now they are on their way not just to meet you, but to recognize what I've preserved you. My child, Archangel Michael, says this is the final push before the great unveiling. You think you've been hidden because you were unworthy. No, you were hidden because I didn't want you damaged. You were hidden like a diamond in the earth. Not because you lacked value, but because I needed time to make sure the one who finds you knows how to handle brilliance. And now they know. Now they see. Now they are coming. But listen, the door is open only for a while. This is not a forever window. You must act. You must believe. You must stop calling this coincidence when it's clearly prophecy. There are 3 people watching you right now. One who envies, one who doubts, and one who knows. The one who knows is the one I've chosen. You will recognize them by the peace you feel in their presence. They will not ask for access to your body. They will ask for access to your world because I told them, don't touch until you understand what you're holding. And they obeyed. This message is not just about romance. It's about alignment. It's about restoration. You've lost things that made no sense to lose. People disappeared without cause. Relationships ended in silence. But all of that was pruning. I was removing what could not carry your next season. You cried over what was not supposed to stay, but I promise you what's coming will make you thank me for what left. Do not let anyone read this message and make you feel foolish. This isn't fantasy. This isn't flattery. This is divine alignment at its peak. The reason this message found you today is because I rearranged heaven to intercept your confusion. You would have doubted again. You would have walked away again. You would have missed it again. But not today. Today the angel weeps, the millionaire stirs, and I, the Lord your God, am speaking without veil, without parable, without metaphor. I'm speaking in clarity, in urgency, and in love. You are about to be honored publicly for something you did privately. You are about to be loved loudly for the love you gave silently. You are about to be rescued emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And not just by man, but by my design. I don't need you to convince anyone. I don't need you to post about it. I just need you to prepare. In 3 days, there will be a shift. You may feel it as peace. You may feel it as pressure, but it's confirmation. The enemy will try one more distraction before then. Don't fall, don't argue, don't retreat. This is the moment. This is your time. If you skip this, Archangel Michael will stop crying. But not because the pain is gone, because he will step aside. He will respect your free will. But know this, what you choose to ignore today may not return tomorrow. The millionaire is not the miracle. They are the carrier of what I'm bringing, but I am the giver. I am the source. I am the reason they've shifted. And you, beloved, are the reason they trembled. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too small. You are perfectly timed, perfectly positioned, and perfectly seen. The message is here. The angel is crying. The door is open. The interest is real, and the blessing is unavoidable if you don't skip. Type Amen to receive this blessing. $333. You may support through super thanks if led, even with $20 or less. Optional, not required. Let me continue. They saw the scars in your voice. They heard your battle in a single sentence. They sensed your strength through a simple smile. And I whispered, this is who you were looking for. They dropped everything. Plans changed. Flights rerouted, hearts redirected, all because I made them see what I always saw you. There will be a moment very soon where you'll look around and not recognize your life because it has bloomed so fast. The seed I planted in the dark is now rising into the light. And what seemed like a delay was only me waiting for the right eyes to see you. Your name is now being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Opportunities are forming in silence. Doors are unlocking without your knocking, but only if you respond. This message is your invitation. This moment is your exit from fear, your entry into promise. You don't need to prepare anymore. You are the preparation. Do not skip this. Read it again, every word. Let it break you open so I can rebuild. Let it shatter the disbelief that has wrapped around your dreams. The very person you thought would never notice you is already on their way, stunned because what I revealed shook their spirit to the core. Not your past, not your resume, but your essence. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You are the door they've been begging me to open. You are the gift they didn't know how to request. And now they know. Now they are coming. Now it's time. This is not just a message. It's your release form from disappointment. It's your divine appointment notice. It's your confirmation slip signed in heaven's ink. The door is open. The angel is waiting. The millionaire is stunned. And I am speaking. I have watched you quietly. Child, I have seen how you doubt that I am near. You scroll, you walk, you speak, but your heart is heavy and your mind is elsewhere. Yet this moment, yes, this very moment is not a coincidence. This is me reaching for you, not in wrath, not in anger, but in overwhelming urgency. I am speaking with the voice of heaven. And Archangel Michael, the mighty guardian of truth, is crying not in sorrow for himself, but because you have delayed long enough. You have no idea what just shifted in your life. You don't know what has just been revealed behind your back. Someone, yes, someone you never even imagined has taken a sudden deep interest in you. They saw something pure, something breathtaking. Not your clothes, not your house, not your job. They saw your soul shining through your weariness. And now they cannot stop thinking about you. But here is what you didn't know. This is not just about a person. This is about a divine setup, a millionaire. Yes, a powerful, influential person is about to change your life. They didn't find you by accident. They were led. And when they saw you, they were shocked. Shocked to the point that they asked, how could someone like this be overlooked? They saw your pain. They saw your beauty. They saw your unspoken prayers. Michael is crying because you keep dismissing these messages. You keep brushing away the whispers in your spirit. You keep ignoring that deep knowing that something is coming. You keep asking for a sign, but when the sign appears, you scroll away and heaven watches and Michael cries because the window is narrowing. The angels are still holding the door open, but the door is beginning to move. That's why I brought you here. Now let me tell you this clearly. Someone was sent to observe you. Yes, secretly. They were given your name. They were instructed to watch how you react, how you speak, how you carry your burdens. And what they saw has stunned them. They expected ordinary, but they found divine. They saw you endure pain without bitterness. They saw you smile through disappointment. And now their soul is disturbed in a holy way because you were never meant to stay where you are. You are meant to be elevated. This millionaire, they are not who you think. They are not just rich in money. They are rich in power, in wisdom, and in divine assignment. They are looking for someone pure, someone anointed, someone hidden, and your name is now in their conversation. They are about to reach out, but before they do, I need you to be still because if your heart is not aligned, you might reject the very person I sent. Michael has been sent ahead of you. He has seen the traps. He has seen the jealousy. He has seen the sabotage you didn't even know existed. Someone tried to stop this blessing. Someone very close. Someone who laughed with you but hated the idea of you rising. They tried to interfere, but they failed. Because what I ordain, no demon can delay. What I seal, no human can unseal. This is a private message, child. That is why it keeps finding you, because this is not a message for everyone. This is for the one whose spirit has been tormented by delay. For the one who cried silently at night while pretending to be strong by day. For the one who said, God, if you are still with me, show me something, anything. This is your something. And hear me, child. I am not just bringing a person. I am bringing exposure. You are about to find out who was truly with you and who was using you. And when you do, it will shock you. But do not fear, for I, the Lord your God, am with you. I will not let you be destroyed by the truth. I will deliver you through it, but you must listen now. Don't ignore this again. That person, the one of influence, the one of divine appointment, they are making a decision in the next 3 days. Yes, they are deciding who to trust, who to invest in, who to uplift. Your name is on their list, but they are watching to see if you are spiritually awake, if you're ready, if you're stable. That is why I am speaking through this message with no headings, no distractions, because this is not just a story. It is a spiritual alert. Michael stood before me and said, Father, shall I speak now? And I said, "Yes, but make it urgent." Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. They don't want you to hear this sound. Ever wonder why some people seem to have money magnetized to them? Here's a secret they'd rather you never find out. There's an ancient sound. Yes, a real sound, used in secret by some of the world's wealthiest people. It's not in any book. It's not part of the secret. This sound is played during closed-door gatherings like Bilderberg and Davos. It was discovered inside a pyramid older than any you've heard of. And when you hear it, something shifts. Money flows, doors open. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Click here to hear the forbidden sound now. The powers that be don't want this available for long. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.